Hello, basketball people, we have news. Let's go to more news about the Golden State Warriors. I ask you to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I am a Warriors fan. Jonathan Kuminga's agent stated that the player will return to the Warriors, but will accept the qualifying offer. In 2026, Kuminga will be a free agent with a player option and will be able to choose where he will play. Kuminga will sign with the Warriors only for the 2025 to 2026 season. Jonathan Kuminga's agent says the restricted free agent forward is prepared to accept the Golden State Warriors' qualifying offer unless the team improves its latest proposals. Agent Aaron Turner told ESPN's The Hoop Collective podcast on Friday that there's a lot of upside to his client taking the $7.9 million qualifying offer for 2025 to 26 and becoming an unrestricted free agent next summer. He wants to pick where he wants to go, Turner said. So the QO is real for sure. The Warriors have presented 3 different contract frameworks to Kuminga, 22, the number 7 pick in the 2021 draft, according to ESPN, a 3-year, $75.2 million deal with a team option on the 3rd season and a guaranteed $48.3 million in the first 2 years, a 2-year, $45 million deal with a team option on the 2nd season, and a 3-year, $54 million deal with no options. Kuminga rejected those proposals but will sign if the Warriors convert the team option to a player option, per the report. If the Warriors want to win now, if you want a guy that's happy and treated fairly who is a big part of this team, we believe, moving forward, you give him the player option, Turner said. You do lose a little of that trade value. But if it's about the here and now, you give him that. You don't get a perfect deal, but you get a pretty good deal and he gets to feel respected about what he gets and we all move on and worry about winning and helping Steph Curry. With less than 2 weeks until the start of training camp, Golden State has just 9 players on its current roster. The Warriors are expected to sign veterans Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton and Gary Payton too once the situation with Kuminga is resolved. Kuminga averaged 15.3 points and 4.6 rebounds per game last season. He was limited to 47 games, coming off the bench for all but 10 starts, due to an ankle injury that sidelined him for 2 months. In 258 regular season games, 84 starts, he has averaged 12.5 points and 4.0 rebounds. Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler are pushing Warriors to keep Jonathan Kuminga. Warriors' Big Three unite behind Jonathan Kuminga, with reports claiming a big step to show their support. The Golden State Warriors stars are making their voices heard. According to Brett Siegel, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler have all advocated for the front office to resolve Jonathan Kuminga's contract standoff, with each of them making it clear they want the 22-year-old forward back in Golden State. Business is business, and Golden State's veterans understand that, wrote Siegel. But at the same time, Kuminga has signaled that he is willing to help the team with a smaller initial cap figure, and all he wants in return is the respect to decide on his own future down the road. Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy have been advocates for the organization to make Kuminga happy with this request, sources said. The relationship between Kuminga and the Warriors can only be described as murky. He was a rookie when they won the title in 2022 and was supposed to be a key piece of their future. In the 2023-24 campaign, he showed great promise on the court with averages of 16.1 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game on 52.9% shooting before his stats saw a dip across the board. As Kuminga was punished for his mistakes, it often put him at odds with Coach Kerr, resulting in public callouts, DNPs, and reduced minutes in the rotation. Things only got worse this offseason when the Warriors refused to concede on his demands. While Kuminga's ideal contract is somewhere around $30 million per year, his biggest request is a player option on the last year of his contract. It will allow him more control of his future, and he's willing to give up some money to get it done. The Warriors haven't budged yet, but pressure from their stars could change that. As a championship core with years of experience, they know what it takes to win, and they all agree that Kuminga helps their odds. For Butler in particular, having a younger player on the wing will help him preserve his energy and provide an alternative against younger, more athletic opponents. At the very least, Kuminga can provide a boost off the bench to help stabilize the team when any of the star trio is off the floor. Ultimately, until the Warriors give Kuminga what he wants, this stalemate threatens to interrupt all of the momentum they built last season. If it becomes a big enough distraction, it might ruin Curry's final act and cost the Warriors their best chance to win another title. Curry, Draymond, and Butler know how important Kuminga is, and losing him now would only hinder their chances of success. For the Warriors, this isn't just about money or contract structure, it's about sending the right message to one of their most important young players. Kuminga has shown he can contribute at a high level, and the backing of Curry, Draymond, and Butler makes it clear that the locker room is on his side. If Golden State truly wants to maximize this window, giving Kuminga the respect he's asking for might be the only way forward. Jonathan Kuminga eyes future freedom with $8 million offer as Suns emerge as potential trade destination. As the NBA training camp approaches, the spotlight is firmly on Jonathan Kuminga and his uncertain future with the Golden State Warriors. With the preseason looming, Kuminga's contract negotiations have reached a fever pitch, positioning him at a crossroads that could redefine his career. Phoenix Suns as a trade contender. The Phoenix Suns have emerged as a prominent potential trade partner for Kuminga. If the Warriors choose to move on from the promising forward rather than re-signing him, the Suns could be ready to make a move. This link has only intensified as discussions heat up, with Kuminga's future in flux. Aaron Turner, Kuminga's agent, recently provided insight into the situation, revealing that his client is considering a one-year, $8 million qualifying offer from Golden State. This option would allow Kuminga to become an unrestricted free agent next summer, granting him the freedom to choose his next destination. Turner emphasized the opportunities that lie ahead for Kuminga, stating, "There's a lot of upside. He wants to pick where he wants to go. So the QO is real for sure." This statement underscores Kuminga's desire for autonomy in his career trajectory, as he weighs the risks and rewards of his current contract situation. Implications of the qualifying offer. The qualifying offer, which has a deadline of October 1st, presents a strategic path for Kuminga. By accepting it, he would not only secure a substantial one-year salary but also gain leverage for future negotiations, including a no-trade clause that would protect his interests as he navigates his career. As the NBA landscape continues to evolve, the coming weeks will be crucial for Kuminga. With the potential trading wind swirling in Phoenix and beyond, his decision could set the stage for a new chapter in his professional journey. The ball is now firmly in his court, and it will be intriguing to see how he decides to play it. Warriors might have made a mistake by not trading for Malik Monk. According to ESPN, the Warriors could have accepted a trade for Monk involving Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors had shut down sign-and trades, steadfast all offseason in declining frameworks of Royce O'Neal and second-round compensation from the Phoenix Suns or Malik Monk and a future first-round pick from the Sacramento Kings, sources told ESPN. Kuminga's been in a bevy of trade talks for the last year. Monk would have been a great return. In 2024-25, the Kings allowed Monk to raise his game to a new height. The Arkansas native stepped in at floor general with a good deal of success. Warriors failed to create a dynamic duo with Monk. In his first year at the position, Monk sported a 5.6 to 2.4 assist-to-turnover ratio. The veteran playmaker also scored 2.1 three-pointers per game. Seeing that Monk is always a 20-point scoring threat, the former sixth man of the year candidate twice over could have formed a strong pairing with Stephen Curry in Golden State. Now that Kuminga's long tug-of-war with the Warriors is leaning in his favor, getting a nice return for his work would have benefited the team. As a result, Golden State should look for ways to bring Monk in mid-season for a stronger chance at a title. The 9-year star, once the 2025-26 campaign begins, is under contract for 3 more seasons at roughly $20 million annually. Thus, a deal of this magnitude makes sense for Golden State. Steve Kerr wants Jonathan Kuminga to play like Denver Nuggets champion, star, and agent disagree with role. Steve Kerr has a role in mind for Jonathan Kuminga that one crucial Denver Nuggets starter has perfected, but the star doesn't see himself that way. The Jonathan Kuminga saga has gone on for what feels like an eternity. The Golden State Warriors forward has been negotiating with the team for months now. The Warriors put their offseason on pause for Kuminga, hoping to sort out their situation before pursuing their players. However, things haven't gone their way at all. In fact, Kuminga rejected the Warriors' latest offer, asking for a player option instead of a team option. But if the Warriors want to bring him back, Steve Kerr is going to have to change the role that he wants Kuminga to fit. Steve Kerr wants Jonathan Kuminga to play like Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Kuminga's agent, Aaron Turner, appeared on the Hoop Collective podcast to discuss his ongoing negotiations with the Golden State Warriors. Turner admitted that Steve Kerr wants Jonathan Kuminga to play a role similar to Aaron Gordon on the Denver Nuggets, something that neither he nor Kuminga thinks is the right role for him. People have said he has no market. It's not that he has no market. The market is closed. It's the worst RFA market we've seen. Warriors could trade Jonathan Kuminga if one big change happens. Report by Valentina Martinez. Newsweek updated September 19, 2025, 3 p.m. Gift article. The Golden State Warriors and restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga have not come to terms on a contract as the team's roster remains frighteningly incomplete. More news. Celtics urged to land $188 million all-star and blockbuster trade idea. While little progress has been made in negotiations, the Warriors' latest offer is reportedly a 3-year, $72.5 million deal with a team option in the third year. According to Kuminga's camp, the forward is willing to sign the deal if the Warriors change the team option to a player option. However, the odds of Golden State doing so are slim. Kuminga is the team's best trade asset, but the Warriors have been reluctant to accept any sign-and-trade offers. The Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns have both expressed serious interest in the forward, but the Warriors haven't deemed their offers worthy of a trade. The Athletic's Sam Amick revealed Golden State is willing to deal Kuminga if one significant change happens. More news. Jonathan Kuminga wants to leave Warriors, play for West rival. The Warriors change their current stance on sign-and-trade deals, deciding to get something in return for him now rather than run the risk of losing him for nothing later, Amick writes. The Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns remain the two suitors in play, though league and team sources say a deal with either team is highly unlikely unless something significant changes regarding the respective offers. Team sources say the Kings are under the impression that Kuminga does, in fact, want to play for them. The Warriors shut down talks with both teams earlier in the summer, but could always pick up the phone at the 11th hour. The Kings offered veteran guard Malik Monk and a protected 2030 first-round pick to the Warriors. According to Amick, the main issue with Sacramento's offer was their insistence on including protections on the pick. Amick believes if that were to change, the Warriors would be more inclined to trade Kuminga. A deal with the Kings would also signify the Warriors would likely have to include Moses Moody or Buddy Hield in order to remain under the first apron of the luxury tax. The financial factors remain a problem for the Warriors, but there is a risk for the team in keeping Kuminga or trading him. The October 1st deadline for the forward to accept the qualifying offer is quickly approaching, and if nothing changes in negotiations, it remains the most likely outcome. Warriors turned down first-round pick, more in Jonathan Kuminga trade. The Golden State Warriors' no-restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga is their best trade asset, but the team has been unwilling to accept any sign-and trades. More news. Kevin Durant reveals why he's upset with Suns. ESPN insider Anthony Slater and Shams Charania revealed Golden State turned down a considerable offer for Kuminga. The Warriors had shut down sign-and trades, steadfast all offseason in declining frameworks of Malik Monk and a future first-round pick from the Sacramento Kings, sources said, Slater and Charania write. Both the Suns and Kings have been willing to do what the Warriors won't, include a player option with their deals. Phoenix, for years, $80 to $88 million, and Sacramento, 3 years, $63 to $66 million, have attached player options to their proposed deals and pitched the starting power forward job, sources said, the ESPN insiders added. The player option remains an important issue in the negotiations as Golden State attempted to entice Kuminga with more guaranteed money, reportedly increasing their offer to a 3-year, $72.5 million deal. However, the deal included a team option for the third year. Read more. Jonathan Kuminga's agent reveals offer he plans to accept from Warriors. Kuminga's agent, Aaron Turner, explained why the player option is the missing piece for the forward. The player option to him is super important. JK is clearly the guy that needs to sacrifice here for this to work, Turner said on 95.7 The Game. Okay, so that's fine. He's passing up opportunities where they are saying, BJ Armstrong, King's assistant GM, made a strong comment to JK like, "We want you to be you. We don't want you to change a thing. Play your game." He can't do that fully in Golden State. There has been confusion on Kuminga's role with the Warriors as there is still not set role for the 22-year-old as he enters his 5th season in the NBA. Kuminga averaged 15.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game while shooting 45.4% from the field and 30.5% from beyond the arc in 47 games. Warriors veterans Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler have all reached out to Kuminga throughout the contract saga. Golden State's Big Three reportedly don't want Kuminga to leave the team and believe he is a valuable asset to the roster. Turner revealed there is no drama between Kuminga and the players, despite the ongoing negotiations with the front office. They definitely talk, Turner said of Kuminga's relationship with the Warriors veterans. He has respect for all of them. He really respects Jimmy. He likes how Jimmy moves. I know him and Jimmy have talked. Draymond is a guy that's always been behind him. There's no drama.